Bones are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
And welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater. We are still playing our side shots of our Elements of War campaign. My name is Jeremy, and for this episode, I'm going to be playing Bear.
My name is Aaron, and I will be playing Dolph.
This is Johnny, and I'll be playing Trace.
This is Jeff, and I'll be playing Kick.
And I'm Jordan, and I am playing everything else. So, it has been one day since the explosion, and you all are a band of street children who live very close to where the explosion actually happened. So you're seeing a lot of emergency vehicles go in and out. There's a lot of confusion. You're having to stay a little bit more low than you would have normally done, especially during the curfew that's in place. So how are you guys spending your time while things are going poorly?
Hiding.
Looking for food.
Yeah.
And trying to do it quietly.
After the explosion, I went to go investigate what all the commotion was about. I heard the explosion, of course, and felt the temperature drop.
Mm-hmm.
Being the oldest of our small group that we have, 12 years old, I want to find out what's going on so I can try to help our crew.
Okay.
So my entire life I've been on the streets, so I know how to hide from the council's representation.
Mm-hmm.
So I stay in the shadows and investigate, see what I can overhear. I see the giant crack in the dome. My first thought is I need to find a warmer place for us to stay.
Now, do you have any of the other children with you? Dolph, Kick, Bear?
I brought Kick along.
Thank you.
Okay, how do you feel about the stuff that you see here?
Well, first off, I wasn't going to let her leave me behind.
Okay.
Because I'm inquisitive. I want to know everything, see everything. But I'm pretty shocked at what I'm seeing. We're used to seeing the tenement implosions, but this is way, way different.
You hear tenement implosions. You don't feel them as much. We felt this.
Yeah.
What's one thing that stands out to you?
They haven't gotten all the fires out, and there's like this swirling sideways vortex of snow from the heat mixing with the cold air. It's just flipping over and over right there.
So you all are right underneath the crack.
Well, we can see it.
Dolph, what are you doing while they're away from the group?
I'm still pretty new on the streets, so I'm mostly trying to stay hidden within one of the abandoned buildings.
Okay. So are you with anybody else, Dolph, or are you by yourself?
I am with Bear. And largely because Bear is also kind of newish to the street life, as far as he knows. And I remember what it's like when I had just been on the streets.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of making sure Bear doesn't fall on his face and die.
Is he doing a good job of that, Bear? Or
Bear seems to be very concerned with food.
Yeah.
Right, he's not even concerned about the cold. Also, he's a little kind of concerned because for some reason, doesn't know if it's cold or something that's in the air, but his eyes are really irritated.
that would make sense considering the amount of chlorine that has been released into the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it seems to be more so than any of the rest of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Bear, at this point, is pacing back and forth. When is Trace going to get back? When are we going to go find food? We got to find food. Now we're almost out here.
Trace always comes back. She's disappeared for, I think, a day at a time. But she's always come back. She takes care of us.
Yeah, but we don't have a day's worth of food. We can't do it. We gotta go find some place.
Well, we know there's going to be some food here somewhere in this building. We can go up towards the top and look for some more food.
Okay. All right.
What kind of food do you have right now with you?
Maybe some stale bagels.
pilfered type stuff. Stuff you get out of the trash.
Yeah.
Stuff you get off a table in front of a shop, but mostly out of the trash.
If you had to choose like one thing that is your absolute favorite food that you could have found, what would it be there?
Steak bourguignon. With a lobster bisque.
High taste for a street kid.
Even though it's dangerous, Bear has been known to sneak off on his own to try and hang out by the closest counselor's choice to get the cheese that they throw out at the end of the night.
You're a cheese fiend.
Most kids are. Who
My
doesn't
niece
like cheese?
loves cheese, except American cheese. Can't stand American cheese.
Loves every other
Good
kind.
child. Smart child.
Yes, but that's typically an older person thing, not
Yeah.
a kid thing.
Yeah. Remember I used to eat American cheese slices, just pull them out of the pack. And
Oh yeah,
Used to?
I used to do that too.
I still do.
I still do.
Yeah.
It's
Every
just like
once
I
in a
just
blue
I
moon.
just need a quick snack. All right, fine.
Here's a piece of cheese.
I can't do American cheese anymore. I don't know.
It's usually fast and quick in 30 seconds, and all right, I'm good for another hour.
Kraft singles make excellent grilled cheese.
Well, yeah, that's the only reason. I was
Yes.
going to say that's the
Yeah.
only reason to really have it is for sandwich purposes.
That's the main reason I have it.
Anyways,
Bear, do you want to suggest to Dolph that you all try to maybe look for cheese, or do you want to?
He's gonna since over the past couple weeks, he's got the sense that Dolph is actually trying to look out for him. He sort of darts upstairs, and he's looking fast and furious. He's really at this point kind of freaking out about food.
Go ahead and you roll me 2 dice. We'll see if you can find some food in there.
Nope.
Nope.
Not at all. Snake eyes.
Snake eye. Yeah. Finding food is really not going to be easy in this building for some
Good
reason.
gosh.
I think you probably have picked it pretty clean already, and you just can't remember.
So he rushes upstairs and he finds a bagel box, and he opens it up and there's absolutely nothing in it but crumbs.
Yeah.
Does Dolph follow him
Yeah.
upstairs?
Yeah.
So as you come into whatever room he has ventured off into, you see him dumping the crumbs into his hand and then just shoving them in his pocket.
See, I told you we'd find something.
It's not going to last.
I like Dolph.
It's not going to last anything. Why don't we go to the spot?
You're talking the one that we tried going to the other day?
That's got the good stuff.
It's kind of dangerous. Can we wait another hour until it's dark?
Okay.
As it gets darker, it's getting progressively colder.
I forget. Did we say how much of the area around the explosion was destroyed?
Pretty decent amount of it was destroyed because the
Yeah.
GX-35 was really setting
Yeah.
it off. But
We drew a circle around
there
it,
it
and,
is, yeah.
and it comes out like at
A good-
least 5
yeah.
blocks.
yeah.
Is there?
were there any shops in that area?
Yeah, that was what I was going to say. Is
because we're gonna go in there and loot the heck out of those places.
Okay.
yeah, that's exactly where I was headed.
Yeah, I would imagine that there are some shops in the area. There's a couple of grocery stores, some butchers.
And I would say, since it's going with the theme of being nicer as you get closer to the center of the city,
Yeah.
that's where the counselor's choice is towards the center of the city.
Okay.
Right, in the damaged area, were there any clothing shops?
Even or odd?
Let's go with odd,
No.
Of course, it's a 6.
of course. So yeah, we're gonna go look for a grocery store that we can loot.
Go ahead and roll me 2 dice.
10,
Not bad.
5.
Trace has a little bit more of a leadership ability on you than.
Mm-hmm.
Leadership.
So you go ahead and you make it towards a place that actually has clothing.
Well, I said grocery store, but
Grocery store.
because
I'm
you
sorry.
said there was no clothing in the
That's right. Okay.
damaged area, so we're going towards a grocery.
Okay.
Gotta take advantage of what I can.
Yeah. So the grocery stores, you're going to have to figure out how to get in. Everything's locked up under curfew.
Everything has been evacuated.
Right.
That has not been destroyed. So, kick, be a lookout. Make sure there's nobody coming.
On it.
I'm just find a back window and smash it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2 dice for me.
Oh,
0.
It would be easier to smash the windows if they didn't have bars over them.
Okay.
So you're going to have to figure out another way to get in.
How tall is the building?
Oh, it's just a good 15 stories high. The stores are like on the lower level
Yeah,
of the
okay.
building, and then there's apartments above.
Yeah. Well, this far out from the center, the entrance to the building itself is probably unlocked.
There's a good chance.
I want to sneak into the entrance of the building itself
Okay.
and find like an entrance into the store from inside the building.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me 2 dice for that.
7.
So you're able to find an entrance to the building, but it looks like it's a small lobby going up the stairs to the apartments. There are some ventilation grates that are a bit higher up off the ground. Maybe you would be able to get into the ventilation system and then get into the store that way.
That sounds perfect. Kit, come on. We'll boost you up.
All right.
I'll lift Kit up to scurry through the vents because he's smaller than I am. This is what I want you to do, Kit. Go through this vent. Go that way towards the grocery store. Find the first one when you can inside the grocery store. Pop out and come open the door.
I'm not 5. Just climbs through.
Go ahead and roll me 2 dice.
6.
You start going in what you think is the right direction.
That's why I said that way. You're drunk, and when you're drunk, you forget that I am the leader.
He's 9. He better not be drunk.
He's also not a brownie. You start passing grates that look like they're going into the apartments that are on the second floor.
That doesn't look right. I'm going to turn around.
Okay. I would imagine that a kid would be able to shuffle around a little bit.
8 to navigate the other way.
Okay. You're able to get turned around and head in the direction that was originally pointed out by Trace.
Look, it's dark.
Trace, you hear like a going past over your head.
I just shake my head.
Okay, you are able to weasel your way through, and you finally come across to a vent that looks like it's pointed down into the grocery.
All right, I'm going to stop and listen to see if anyone's in there.
Okay, go ahead and roll your 2 dice to listen.
9.
Sounds like you can hear somebody moving around in there.
Right. I say quietly. Can I see through the vent at all?
It's pretty dark in this door, but you can see some lights coming in from the outside, like those yellowish salt lights that you see in street corners. So you hear like an animal of some kind.
Like a dog or...
Maybe.
I'm going to try and quietly pry this vent open.
Are you going to kick it?
Possibly. If it frustrates me enough.
I will give you 3 dice to kick it.
Ooh.
Kick it quietly.
4 dice to kick it quietly. Okay.
Because you're doing something that is in your character's nature to do, is to kick things.
That's a heck of a roll.
16.
You kick the grate.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you're not able to kick it and grab it at the same time, so it clatters to the ground.
Does it at least knock out the whatever it was that was around?
No, but you hear like a sniffing noise.
Interesting. I'm going to lower myself down out of the vent. Is there a shelf underneath the vent?
Even or on?
Even.
On.
No! You gotta be kidding me. I was so confident in my even, too.
If it were the red die, it would have been.
Yeah, it would have been even.
Make Jordan keep rolling, because the green one was a 5, that one was a 4. So if you keep rolling, eventually you get the 1 and get stuck there.
Roll.
3! There we go.
He'll roll a 1 and then he'll roll a 6 on all the rest.
That's a 2.
2! Stop rolling! 1! Oh my gosh! We've got Jordan at his lowest. Let's do everything now.
Next one roll one more time because the next one will be a 6. Alright. So there's no shelf near the vent.
Yeah, I would imagine that you're dangling like with your arms in the grate, like resting.
Oh, he forgot to mention he's also a part-time acrobat.
Yeah.
I had 9 years of...
I'm gonna drop down and kick the dog. Because it's making me mad. I want the food and it's in my way.
Okay. It sounds like we're going to have to split this up over a couple different dice rolls.
So
acrobatics.
Nope.
Let's go ahead and roll 2 dice for this one.
7.
Okay, so you're able to drop without like landing flat on your bupkis.
Sweet.
Now you want to go ahead and pick a fight with an animal in a store in the dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick it. 3 dice for kicking.
No, okay.
It's a precedent, yeah.
You set the precedent already.
For kicking.
Since you specialized. 8.
Got like 6 dice in his hand.
What?
It's a 1.
Yes, it was. So
Do I kick it?
you kick it. Yes, just
So-
like a glancing blow.
What's the damage for a kick?
Of a 9-year-old. Might. 1D.
Yeah,
Oh man.
pretty much.
True.
Oh! You said it was glancing.
Oh.
15.
This dog is wearing a suit of armor.
We haven't established that it's a dog yet.
Yeah, you are correct.
It seems to come up to about the level of right above your knees, whatever it is.
That's perfect kicking height.
Yeah, a 9-year-old.
I'm gonna kick at it again. Another
That you
8.
encountered on the street.
I rolled an 8 as well.
Tygo's defender.
This creature seems to have danced out of your way. And then it starts barking.
Just gonna keep kicking at it until it's either hurt and scampers away or out cold because I'm a kid. Much better. 16.
8.
Yes.
Yeah, now roll your 1.
Solid.
Got a
kick.
1D.
I know.
Oh. Seriously?
And he's still got 3D. I don't think this is...
It's not going to happen. Maybe that's why you always kick something, because you have to kick it again, because you never do any damage.
This dog is really angry, so he's going to go ahead and he's going to try and bite you.
In the mouth.
I'm gonna try and kick it.
It has 4D in whatever he's trying to do to you.
Oh! 2.
4!
You were not trying to dodge, that's correct.
Yeah.
Time to see how much damage this does.
You're going to be bitten to death by a little ankle biter.
Death by Chihuahua.
Oh.
It's a little bit bigger than a chihuahua if it comes up to his knees. We're talking more along the lines of like a spaniel-sized animal.
9.
8. So the dog's teeth rips your pant leg, but it doesn't get you. But from behind, all of a sudden, whoomph,
A hand.
a hand.
I'm gonna kick at the person that grabbed me. I'm a kicker.
No, yeah, I think that's a valid response. As a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
A 9-year-old living on the streets who
Who
loves kicks. The cereal.
Do you get your kicks on Route 66?
10.
And resistance of shins?
I rolled a 10 as well.
Mm.
So this person pushes you out. You know, you got the hand on your shoulder, and you're just kicking, and your short little legs just can't reach far enough. What are you doing to Anders?
Kicking it. And goes to kick again.
No. You just can't go around kicking things.
Can too.
Or people.
Can too.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
I got feet. I can kick things. Oh!
No, he can't.
No, I can't.
You got a 3.
I rolled an 8. You cannot kick this person. Why are you here? What are you doing in here?
Let go. Let
I
go.
won't let go until
No. Let go.
Hey.
Can I hear
You don't
this?
own
Yes,
me.
you can hear all of the...
You don't own
Promotion.
me. Let go of me.
I will let you go if you promise not to try and kick me or to kick Anders again.
Goes to kick at you again. You know, stubborn little kid responses. An 11.
5.
He hits you.
I kicked him. Oh, seriously? Seriously? That is the third time.
You just have a static damage of 2 for your kid.
It does no good. So you managed to connect, but it really hurt your foot. It's like you kicked the leg of a table.
Ah! And he kicks again. Have you ever been a little kid? This is how little kids think.
This person says, all right, you are done, and starts dragging you towards the door.
Let go!
No.
Starts squirming and twisting his shoulders and...
No, I've had enough. Open the door and throw you out across the street.
There's got to be some sort of check on that. I'm trying to get food and other supplies. This is survival we're talking here. I'm a kicker. 10.
23.
What?
You're a 9-year-old. Come on.
What is this, a sumo wrestler?
You get tossed toes over tea kettles out the door. The person says, "One more time, what are you doing here?"
Just gets up and runs away.
Yeah, street kid.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and go ahead and switch over to Dolph and Bear, who are probably not too busy kicking things to really be helpful.
So I imagine Bear, for the 27th time, has it been an hour yet?
Yes. Now it has been an hour.
All right, finally.
It's dark enough. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
It's been 20 minutes.
Dolph is just tired of answering the question.
Kids and their concept of time.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Darts out.
Okay.
Dolph follows.
You're heading towards...
Towards the center, wherever the counselor's choice,
Okay. So you're not too far.
that local
just,
counselor's choice would be.
just like 3 blocks away.
Okay. Taking alleyways, obviously not main streets.
Right. Less
Every
traffic.
once in a while, Bear will run past a dumpster before he runs any further. Hop up, look into it, shake his head, and keep running.
Dolph knows not to bother checking those dumpsters.
When you're in a dry cleaning area, you know...
Yeah, you don't want to eat that.
Yeah.
Kids do not eat laundry detergent.
Ever.
It has to be said.
Ever.
So, make it to the counselor's choice.
I would imagine you do.
Okay.
Dolph goes around to the back
Okay.
to look at the
Oh, yeah.
in the dumpster.
That's
Exactly where
you
Bear
head
would
straight
go.
to.
Bear would go straight to the dumpster.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me 2D to look in the dumpster to see if you can find cheese.
Nope.
Nope. I rolled a 0.
Okay.
Bear got a 6.
Bear, it looks like there might be a bit of some cheese down there. But you might have to crawl into the dumpster to find out.
Yeah, there's some boxes on the side of the dumpster.
Of course.
And so he's going to, after jumping and looking there, after each jump, is like, I think I see some cheese. and then he's going to scamper over to the side and climb up onto the boxes.
Now, here's a very important question, Bear. Does your teddy bear mind getting dirty?
No, it's the teddy bear is filthy.
Okay.
It's a nasty, grungy teddy bear. It's the dirtiest stuffed animal you have ever seen.
This will not be its first dumpster.
Just
Or
wanted to
even
make
its
sure.
10th.
But it might be its last.
Dives into the dumpster and has to fight a level 50 cheese block.
I mean, stranger things have happened.
You see the trans villains all the time in Munchkin.
Dolph, have you seen Bear do this kind of stuff before?
Oh, yeah. We haven't been together very long, but Bear's definitely a cheese fiend, but for another, very willing to dive headfirst into some of the messiest situations.
Yeah, and that's what he does. He gets on top of the box, looks in, and you see this big grin. He's like, oh, that looks like cheese. And there's a sheer crunch as he just dives it.
And so while he starts diving, I turn around and I start keeping an eye out for anybody that hears or starts coming this way.
Go ahead and make me a roll.
Okay. Oh, gosh. 0.
Well,
I don't even know why we bother rolling
Good
today.
thing we're not playing our real characters. It's kind of fitting. We're kids. We're not really good at anything.
No.
Well, that's why I kind of like, except for kicking, I shouldn't have
But
done
cheese is
anything
my
with it.
special. Should I get 3D to search for cheese? Because that's my No.
So it doesn't look like it was actually cheese, unfortunately. It looks like a yellow piece of plastic.
So Dolph hears from inside the container's like, what?
Nothing in there?
This is not food. And you just hear a bunch of other rummaging around looking for anything at that point. Is there any food at all in there?
Wilted lettuce.
Some boxes fly out.
One of the boxes is pretty heavy.
You see a box fly out.
So the heavy box is still in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I, because I had an idea for Bear. Can I use one of these to say the heavy box flies out?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jordan gave us 2 fate points to use tonight, so I'm going to use one to change a part of this narrative and say that the heavy box flies out.
Okay. It's like a shoebox kind of thing.
Oh, so
Like-
that kind of small box.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's heavy. And when you fling it out, the lid comes off the box.
Does it break the concrete?
No.
Is it that heavy?
No, it's not that heavy.
So I'm actually going to check that box for any foodstuffs that might have missed.
There's no food in it, but a pipe.
Mm-mm.
Like, what kind of pipe?
Well, it's sealed at both ends.
Oh,
Pipe bomb.
not interesting. So I'm actually going to search like the surrounding area for...
And you hear from inside the dumpster, lettuce.
That's not food!
You also find an alarm clock.
It's not food.
It's not food.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to be searching just the surrounding trash boxes for any other kind of food as well.
You find some vat-grown meat.
Like, how much of it? Like, enough to carry?
Probably about 2 hamburger patties worth. You're going to have to scrape the green stuff off of it.
It's food. So I'll take it. Wrap it in something that I find close by.
A box that had a pipe in it.
Then I'm going to take out the pipe because...
Who needs a pipe?
Right. I'm going to put my new meat in the box. Hey, Bear, I found some food.
Where?
It's
You
out
see
here.
a head popping up and down.
And even better, it's meat.
Meat!
Yeah. We haven't had meat in, like, weeks.
You see a bear trying to climb back out. A hand come over the top, holding the teddy bear, and then the other hand comes up, and you see him lift himself up, and then you see him trying to like get a foot up over the top.
Go ahead and roll me 2 dice for that. The teddy bear is also like soaked in.
Yeah,
Dumpster slide.
Ice.
9.
Okay, you're able to climb out of the dumpster without too much difficulty. I mean, it takes you a little while because you're
I just
only
see him
3.5 feet
like
tall.
getting up one leg over and then like rolling over and falling down.
Yeah, he rolls over, but he lands on his feet.
Yeah.
Are we going to
Sounds like
dive
a
in the
good
dumpster again? I don't like doing that.
He really wants you to talk to your teddy bear.
I know he does. I'm trying to think of how to make this work. He just says, I like diving in dumpsters. It's fun. We find food.
I've
Yeah.
noticed that you like diving in dumpsters.
We found food,
We did find food.
We don't need food.
but not cheese.
No, we didn't find any cheese.
If you were just stuffed like me, then you wouldn't need food.
He's just staring. Yeah, I'm imagining being stuffed right now. Was it a lot of meat?
We got a couple burgers.
Oh. And he looks kind of disappointed.
Maybe we can, take a different way back and see if we can find anything else.
Okay.
All right. When we come back, we'll go ahead and cut back to the adventures of Trace and Kick.
Alrighty.
Rashomon, a land where spirits roam and witches rule. 3 women are embroiled in a divine plot, and it is up to them to uncover why. Join the adventures of the Broadswords at thebroadswords.com.
And we're back. Trace and Kick.
Sounds
Kick
like a
Trace.
really bad
Kick Tracy?
Netflix kids sitcom.
No,
Yes.
I seen you both wearing yellow trench coats and fedoras, talking into your watches.
So I run around the block and back into the apartment building next to Trace.
Okay.
Didn't work.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm going through the apartment building, just trying each door, see if any of them are unlocked.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and roll for that?
Mm-hmm. I rolled 7.
Are you rolling as well there?
Mhm. I got a 12.
Okay. You find one open, about halfway down the hall of the second floor.
Sneaking time.
You can roll 2 dice for it to sneak.
Sweet. No!
You think you're very sneaky. You rolled a
Roll a
4.
4.
Oh my gosh.
Do I see him go in?
Yes, you can see him go in.
Alright, I follow. I sneak.
You both sneak at an appropriate level of kid sneak.
Some kids are pretty sneaky, but not us. I should get another dice because I've been on the streets for longer.
I've been on the streets for 3 years.
I've been on the streets for 12 years. As
You've been
True.
on the streets for 7 years, but you don't know that.
long as I can remember.
keeping a lookout as I creep through, trying to find the kitchen.
While he's going to the kitchen, I'm going to the bedroom.
Okay. In the kitchen, you find some canned goods. Tomatoes and soups.
All right, I'm going to look for a bag to put it all in.
Okay. What are you looking for in the other rooms, Trace?
Coats, anything that would help keep my crew warm.
Okay. Go ahead and make a quick 2-die roll for searching.
So glad we're not playing our real characters. My gosh. Johnny rolled snake eyes.
You found a box of matches.
I'll take it.
That is far more than I would have given him.
You guys are failing so spectacularly. I have to be nice every once in a while. You guys won't invite me back if I don't.
So I found matches.
You found matches.
He found canned goods.
Yep.
How much canned goods?
I'm going to say 5 cans.
Sweet.
One soda.
Hey.
1 can of shoe polish.
No.
He knows that's not food.
No, I'm joking. Mostly like canned green beans.
Feast.
It is.
Uh-huh.
That could last us 7 days.
Do we have,
2.
like, pots?
That's what the can's for.
The hobo can.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We have to be able to take up and run.
I'm going to open up the ice box and see if
There's
there's...
a portal to another dimension.
It's a Stargate.
I was thinking more Ghostbusters, but
Yeah, that's where my brain went.
Well, Jeremy's brain always goes to Stargate.
It does. Hey, there was a Stargate in Daniel Jackson's wardrobe at one point.
There was a Stargate in Carter's crawl space under her house.
Yeah.
She
So
built
that's how Narnia works.
Yes.
It's a Stargate.
Anyway, so you open the refrigerator.
Yes. Looking for any sort of meat or, candy or cheese.
in the ice box.
That's a great combination right there. Meat candy. No, we want meat candy.
That's bacon.
Candied bacon.
It seems like the fridge is really kind of picked over in terms of meat or candy or cheese. But you do find some condiments, mustard,
Hey,
Grabbing it.
box of baking soda.
don't grab that.
No, I'm not.
He sticks his finger in and tastes it.
Yeah. You find some quartered potatoes,
Grabbing them.
and you find a bottle of water.
Grabbing it. We've got soup for days
Now,
now.
all we need is firewood
A day.
and a kettle.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what the cans are for.
Well, no, if we're gonna make soup, we gotta have a big pot to put everything into.
That was my thought. Trace, should we grab a pot so we can make soup? Because I got all this cool stuff.
Sure, as long as you don't mind leaving it behind when we need to.
I don't care. It's not mine. I'm just going to cook in it. Did you
still
find
have to
any
sneak.
jackets or anything?
Found some matches.
I'm going to help him look for jackets now.
Okay.
Oh, look, we're looking again. Still rolled a 0. I blame your purple dice.
I love.
I mean,
my-
you're grabbing other people's dice. It's not like it hasn't been all of us. It hasn't been Jordan. Let me grab his.
I rolled a 9
You rolled a 9.
to look for jackets.
You find no jackets. You do find a linen closet.
Grabbing towels or blankets or sheets or whatever is in there.
1 towel,
Grabbing it.
maybe 1 light blanket.
Grabbing it. I throw those at Trace, and we're also going to raid the beds.
Were the beds stripped or were they left?
Oh yeah, the beds were stripped.
We're not carrying a mattress. We're
No.
not big enough.
No, we're not doing the mattress thing.
Kick it down the street.
That's a big kick. Mattresses are heavy.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
It's like you kick it in and it goes an inch. Just keep on kicking it down. It's like you're farming in a role-playing game or something. MMO.
Yeah.
Go
So
kick a
are we
mattress
going to
down.
check another...
No, we got enough to carry right now. We can't carry too much because we still have to sneak back.
How close is it to curfew, or is it past curfew at this point?
Past
Well, it's
curfew.
lockdown.
It's locked down.
Oh, that's right.
There shouldn't be anybody out.
So yeah, we start making our way back.
Okay. As you are making your way back, let's go ahead and switch back to these two. Bear and to Dolph.
I think our plan was just to go back a different route and just look
Yeah, check dumpsters.
dumpsters
check.
for any other food items.
Okay. As you are going, you hear
What is
It's
that?
a new sound.
Like, what is that?
Ground begins to shake.
Quick! Get under this dumpster! Under the dumpster!
Under the dumpster?
Under the dumpster?
Inside the dumpster?
Yes. Inside the dumpster!
All right. Both of you roll to get under inside the dumpster.
Snake eyes!
Oh my gosh!
So apparently, with my terrible rolls, I'm rolling the
Oh
best.
my gosh!
At least it wasn't my wild die. We are awful tonight. I got a 3.
0.
A cloud of dust starts rushing down the street towards you, like at high storm level winds.
Is it like windy?
Yes, you're feeling wind coming towards you. Like air is being pushed towards you.
I guess if I can see that, then yeah, I'm going to turn and run.
Okay. Guess how many dice?
2.
2.
Bear's actually just going to get behind the far side of the dumpster.
Dolph's running.
At
9!
least you can run.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll to get behind the other side of the dumpster?
Yes, I will let you.
Yes, I will let you.
6!
6. You are able to get on the other side of the dumpster, but you drop your bear.
He goes back for it.
And you get caught in the wind.
All right, so what is the wind like?
So what you're witnessing is a tenement implosion.
Ah.
Okay.
So this is like
Okay.
this is what is happening when the tenement is going down. So it's like all that dust and everything, because they're not doing it like they normally would, where that would keep everything contained. It's
Do it quick.
fast and dirty.
Yeah. You'll still search around for it. I mean, it was right there. It's like still only feet away from it.
Go ahead and roll one die. Chris.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, you've gotta be kidding! I'm done.
Oh my gosh!
1.
What the heck?
Have you ever been to the beach and you get caught into in a really bad wave and it's just pushing you around and pummeling you on?
Unfortunately, yes.
Imagine that with wind for a child of 9 years old. No! Your voice gets quieter as you two get separated. And what did you roll to run away from the wind?
9.
9? You see a building that it looks like a door is open, and you're able to scoot inside just before the wind would hit you.
Yeah. So Bear is going to panic.
Okay. Would you like to make a change to your situation? Because what if Bear was not his only companion?
I feel like you were thinking more of being a Nate than a proxy, weren't you?
I was actually thinking of something different.
Okay. So if you want to try and grab a hold of something to keep yourself from being blown really far away, I will let you roll 3D for that.
Right. As he's tumbling, he's going to reach out. As he went back around the dumpster, he's just going to reach out and like grab the corner of the dumpster.
Okay.
All ones. Watch, here we go. Hey,
That's not bad.
That's a 12.
Well,
Hey, double digits. That's like the second roll that's had double digits tonight. My goodness.
we'll let that happen.
Okay.
We'll let you clamp down onto it. Describe what it feels like to be buffered around by the window, like just holding on for dear life.
Is it really that strong of a wind? Okay.
Like Kaladin.
So
I was about to say, have you read Stormlight Archives?
Yes. Like Kaladin when he was tied to the roof.
So actually, what I was thinking was from the Neverending Story when Atreus is about to be blown away by the nothing, and he's holding on to the tree, and his feet are just flapping behind him.
I would imagine like clods of dirt and dust and everything are like starting to cake your face and your shoulders and your arms, and
Yeah.
the wind passes. It's only like 20 seconds at most.
But when you're being blown about, 20 seconds is a long time.
Exactly. It feels like it's taking forever. As the dust cloud and the wind dissipate, Dolph, you look outside. What do you see?
I think I see Bear caked in dust. I'm thinking the movie but I can't remember what it is. And the kid's face is coated in something.
Sandlot.
Yes.
That's exactly.
It was like the kid who comes out when the vacuum explodes.
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
And I also see the dumpster that he had grabbed onto. The corner of it is kind of crumpled, like a tin can had been squeezed by someone much older than us. What was that?
It wasn't cheese.
Bear, straight face, looking around. It's like, I don't know. But where's my bear?
I don't know. Let's find it.
So you go maybe another block in the direction that the wind was pushing, and you see the bear hanging from a street light about 12 feet up.
He's gonna try and climb in the streetlight.
Do you need a boost?
Like, well, as soon as he saw it, he's gonna just run and just like try and climb.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me 2 dice to climb up a light post.
I'm pulling down the light post. No, I got an 8.
It takes some doing. Have you ever seen someone climb a coconut tree? Like where they're having to wrap their feet like around it and like kind of push their way up?
Yeah.
I would imagine that's what you're doing.
Okay.
And then you've got to climb out on the bar that's extended out so that the light is actually over the street. And you got to reach it. It's just out of reach.
So he's gonna slide his hands a little bit farther and.
So you're going to climb up over the top of it and like inch along, or
Yeah.
are you going to monkey bar it?
No, he'll wrap his.
Okay, go ahead and make me another roll for that.
8.
Okay, you're able to do it. I was getting lightheaded up here. Thank you. No pun intended.
There was a pun intended.
There was much pun intended.
Always pun intended.
Always.
I was like, well, this is much better. Now he can breathe. He works his way back down.
Okay.
I know you love it, but it's just a teddy bear.
And as he gets down, imagine you're seeing him climb down and you're looking at the back of him and you just see his head slowly look around and the look on his face, it doesn't look like Bear, like an expression that he has ever had before. Almost like he's possessed with anger at that statement.
Whoa! I mean, I didn't mean anything by it. Just let's get headed back.
And all of a sudden you see his face like completely change. It's like, we have meat. And he just walks past you.
All right.
Someone's going to sleep with one eye open tonight.
So, where were we at the time of this implosion?
You had been looking in the apartment building, so I would imagine that you were just coming down to the first floor, and
Okay.
you can hear it happening.
Hear it happening, and we see a dust cloud go by the building.
That can't be good. Let's get back.
Yeah, that's what we were doing.
Kick is going to give Trace a look like, I could easily kick you.
How often has Kick tried to kick other kids?
Way too many times.
Only whenever there's been a fight.
So every day?
Anytime anybody annoys him.
I mean, I have different levels of kicks. I have my violence.
No, you have one level of 2
No.
for your kick.
No,
That's damage.
that's the damage. I mean, like, there's the playful kick, and then there's the you're annoying me kick, and then there's the I hate you, I'm going to stomp your lights out kick, and then the
They all just do two damage.
the I'm bored kick.
In his head, he thinks he has different kicks, but they're all the same.
And none of them hurt anybody.
Nope.
It's like when you're playing with a little kid and they hit you and you're just like, ow, that hurt.
And then there's the time when they hit you and it really does hurt. You're like, ow!
And they can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
You do hear a dog barking off in the distance.
Stupid dog.
He's your new friend.
Nope.
So you guys can head back. You're able to make it about half of the way there, and you start hearing what sounds like a troop sweep in the distance. Like, not too far away. Go ahead and roll to see if you can avoid them.
How many?
2.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
Yeah, 24. I hide so well just now.
10.
10. Well, we'll just say some of that awesome bled off on you.
I was going to say, Trey says, kick, we need to hide. Kick?
Yeah.
And you're able to continue after they pass on. What are some of the stories that the kids tell of the world outside of the dome? These are not necessarily true stories, but they are something that the kids believe about the world outside of the dome.
Abominable snowman.
Would be true.
I would think that the kids would tell stories that there are places where it's not cold outside. Because that's all we've ever known, is that inside the dome is the only safe place because outside is frozen. So we would tell stories that there's places where it's warm outside and we don't have to hide in a dome.
Yes, but that's where the robots keep slaves of the animals.
Not slaves, guardianship.
In those warm places, food grows everywhere. It's like
Burgers grow on trees and
Waffles fall from the sky.
Yeah.
stuff is easy to get.
Cucumbers just magically appear out of nowhere.
Real food, not like fake food like cucumbers.
Yeah. Stuff that tastes good, like cheese, just grows on trees like
It's
apples.
the land of milk and honey.
So who makes it back first? Which group?
We will say Bear and and Dolph. I nearly called you Klaus.
Different German name.
Are 1 through 3, and then the other two are 4 through 6. 1.
Okay. We're gonna start trying to get a fire going and start cooking.
How old is Dolph?
10.
Oh, awesome.
What are you doing while Klaus is trying to start?
Klaus. Klaus. You are now Klaus. Apparently. All right, Dolph.
Dolph.
Klaus.
So Dolph is trying to start a fire. Bear, what are you doing?
Bear's taking little pinches of the meat and tasting it.
We gotta cook that first.
We do?
The raw meat tastes delicious.
Tastes fine to me.
It'll kill you.
Hasn't killed me before.
How much raw meat have you eaten?
Well, obviously not a whole lot, but I've eaten it before.
It'll make you sick. I wouldn't do that.
It's like, okay, I'll wait.
So you want to go ahead and roll a die to see if you can get a fire started?
A die.
2 dice.
2 dice. And
Oh my gosh!
I got a 0 because that's my wild die.
You guys are kids. You are not competent at anything.
No, absolutely nothing.
Nope.
So, just as you are trying for the 3rd time to rub 2 wet sticks together to see if that will work, Trace and Kick stalk back in.
As soon as you come back in, that's when Bear has taken off his shirt and goes, shakes it real quick, and just this huge dust cloud just comes off of his shirt. Right as they walk in.
Gosh, what happened to you?
There's a lot of wind and dust.
That's a lot of wind. Don't get dust in our pot. Become a food.
We have meat.
Oh, great. It'll add to the soup.
And then Bear's going to do the same thing with his pants.
No shame.
Nope. No shame.
So, I take the matches and I get the fire started. Start soup, pour the water in, pour the vegetables in, pour the meat in.
We didn't grab vegetables.
They canned
did.
Canned
vegetables.
vegetables.
Oh.
Which adds more liquid to it anyway.
Uh-huh. And salt.
Did you grab any bowls?
No.
So Bear
We have cans.
comes strolling over, only in his underwear, looking over the pot, and is like, how long is this going to take?
Not very long. Just has to get hot. Don't worry, this should last us for days.
Singular.
Days.
He raises an eyebrow, looks at the pot, it's like, days?
You're not living in the Ritz here.
There's 4 of us.
Yeah. One of these cans could feed me for 3 days.
Would you have room for 2 more?
Nope.
I turn around.
You see the lady with the dog.
Which lady with which dog?
Well, the lady with the dog from the grocery store.
Oh,
I thought it was a dude.
I thought it was a dude, too.
Yeah.
No,
You never said who it was.
We did. Okay.
It was a strong lady.
You're a
kid.
9-year-old.
Doesn't matter.
What are you doing here?
But the question, is it the lady with the dog?
Right.
That's an important question.
I don't know if it's a
Yes,
question
yes,
that
it
we...
Our characters wouldn't know the difference.
Well, no.
No.
But us as players
We
need
want
to
to
know.
know.
Bear goes over, is like, ooh, a dog. Kind of puts his hand out for the dog to sniff.
What are you doing here?
The dog wags its tail. I saw some children who looked like they were in need although they might have been a little reluctant to admit that on their own. And I thought I would come and see.
We don't need anything. Just leave us alone.
Do you need more food?
She takes a bag off of her back and opens it up, and it's full of buns and carrots and tools. You see all this? If you let me help you, then you can get a lot more of this.
Bear's trying to quickly put his clothes back on. It's like, help you with what? Is more food? Yes.
Kick is just gonna stare, blank-faced.
Dolph is going to kind of stick near Trace and motion Bear to get back over here.
The dog really likes you.
Back to petting the dog.
He's wagging his tail. He's flopped over on his back, wants his tummy scratched.
Bear, we can't trust adults.
With food?
That's how they snatch us.
They're going to take you to the council.
No. In fact, the help that I need is to help take down the council.
You can't take down the council?
Getting scary.
What's the council?
You don't know about the council?
He knows about the council. You can't be in the city without knowing about the council.
Council's everywhere. They snatch us up.
That's who takes people is the council?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Does the council bring you food?
that's how they trap you.
Oh, they'll feed you and brainwash you and torture you.
They're right, the council is not nice.
You're being nice, so... And he's pointing to the ladies like, you're being nice. So, I don't think you're the council.
Thank you. That's the nicest thing anybody has said all day. Mostly, people have just tried to kick me today.
Kick's gonna kick a stone over there.
Like kick,
Just kicking it.
skitter it across the floor.
Yeah, kicking
Whatever
it.
happens.
Whatever happens, happens.
Kicks very well.
It's only going to do 2 damage.
12.
Okay. So you managed to kick a pebble up towards her face,
Sweet.
and her hand just reaches out and just grabs it.
Whoa! And then Kick just sort of skitters around the corner.
Trace grabs 2 cans that were emptied, dips them into the soup pot, looks at Dolph, says, grab a can of food, we're leaving.
No, you don't have to go anywhere. She unties the rest of the bag. It's like a square of cloth that has got just things piled into it and then tied up. And so she just puts it on the floor and unties it, and it just falls open. And she's like, I'll go ahead and leave. And you can have whatever you want. Maybe I'll come back and talk to you tomorrow.
You come on back tomorrow.
Yep, there's a pile of
Food.
food in the middle of the floor. If Trace had her way, it would last you all for a good month.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! We can eat for a week with that food.
That's a whole 3 meals worth.
So it's mostly breadstuffs.
For the most part.
But yeah, that easily lasts a month.
Looking around in there, it's like, it's not a lot of cheese though.
Oh! She reaches into her jacket and she pulls out a block of cheddar cheese, sets it on the top of the pile, whistles to the dog, come on, we'll let you forth. Enjoy your dinner. And she fades back into the blackness of the abandoned building, and the dog trots away after her as well.
Bear snatches up the cheese, block of cheese, breaks a piece off and just shoves it in his mouth.
Pack up whatever you can carry, we're out of here.
Bear tries to close up the bag that she just opened.
We're not going to be aware she can find us again.
Why not?
Because she works for the council. They all do.
He's right, you know.
Council controls everything in the city, right? And all those adults, they have places to live, food to eat. That means they work for the council.
Mm-hmm.
Start picking stuff up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
As they're all shuffling off, maybe out the door, Bear is shuffling behind them slowly, and you just see him stop, and then he's not taking another step.
And we're going to go ahead and call it a session there. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Bone Throwers Theater. Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Our cast is Aaron, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, and Jordan. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means that you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is @bonethrowerstheater, and also you can look us up on Facebook. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.